Interesting. So I can't open the door because I'll scare that squirrel away. I'm hoping it's not the one that was inside the cage, but I'm thinking that this is the sibling. I'd been wondering where this other one was, because they usually travel together. I'd been looking up in the trees to see if he was up there watching me, and he might have been doing just that, waiting for me to go away. Because, yeah, his buddy's inside the cage, his friend. If that is the one. I mean, it might be the one that was inside the cage. Maybe he got out. I don't know. Unless I open the door and go check it out, I will not know until I go out when that one's gone, if it goes. Yeah, if I open the door, it's just going to run off, so I didn't want to scare it off, especially if it's just trying to hang out with its buddy. And we're actually getting a little bit of rain. I was surprised. Thought I heard some rain falling out the window on the other side here, and sure enough, that's when I looked out and saw a squirrel too, so yeah. We'll keep an eye on the situation. Kind of too bad I just uploaded the video. So this will be on tomorrow's. Oh, I got a finger. Oh no, that's not a finger, that's a sign. I thought that was my finger. Focus on that a little better. Unless he's got a pair of wire cutters or a acetylene torch, his buddy's not coming out of that cage. Oh, see a little tail flip. He might be communicating with his bro. Or he knows I'm in the window. Absolute bullshit, man. You see those dark clouds over there? Like, for the last 3 hours, it has been like, severe thunderstorm warning. The wind picked up. Like, I almost had to put on a long sleeve sweatshirt because the temperature dropped so much. And I was sure that it was going to pour rain. And the radar even showed from like 4 until like almost 7 that it was going to rain. And, yeah, nothing. And there is some more cloud, but it's blue skies over there. Yeah, we just got bypassed again. We got duped again. Nothing. I was even going to have soup for supper, which is usually my go-to, like, rainy evening soup, supper for rainy evenings is soup. And I even got my soup out, ready to go. I was going to have soup for supper. I was like, oh my God, it hasn't been so long since it rained during supper time that I was going to have my soup. But nope. I mean, I could still have soup, but it's kind of weird when it's blue skies and sunny out that you're eating soup. Yeah, it's gone. I mean, I don't think we're going to get another chance at that again for this bunch of clouds that are coming in. And this guy just had a visitor who's up in the tree here somewhere. I'm assuming it's the sibling or whatever, but yeah, kind of I could see it tugging at the cage and stuff, trying to help its brother escape, but there's no escape. So hopefully it was a goodbye, unless I catch him too, and then, yeah, I'll just make sure he goes out to the same place. My landlady's supposed to be dropping by shortly to pick up the little bastard and get him out of here. So I was out here bitching that there was no storm. Holy shit. Wow. There's like a micro, it might be a microburst that we're getting here. Like, this is crazy. In fact, I'm going inside. Holy shit. Wow. That's a little insane. I'm actually going to turn off my amps and everything. I've got power surge protector, but wow. And I think this is going to be over in like a minute because there's pretty much not bad clouds coming our way. But wow, that was a little crazy. Like the power didn't go out, but my amp flipped on and off. Oop, press the power button, that helps. And yeah, I think this is going to actually be over before it even starts, but we shall see. That was crazy. Like, I don't know, I want to be outside during this. Something falls off a tree. Well, we're actually getting that rain. Feel kind of bad for Jerkface the Wonder Squirrel, who's in his... At least he's protected. He's got the towel over top, so he's not going to get rained on. But he's probably not too happy about not being able to seek better shelter than what they normally do. But again, decisions, man. You make bad decisions, you face the consequences. And these are the consequences. So, but it seems to be lightening off from what it was, that's for sure. Because there is some major, like there's a huge limb off the black locust that I'll show once this passes over and it clears up. Well, now it's safe to go back outside again. There's those limbs over there. There's another one over there. There's a bunch of debris in the driveway. There's some 12,000 people in the city without power, but not me. I get power because Jesus loves me. Yeah. Yeah, and blue skies. Blue skies. There goes the storm. Here comes the rain. Sorry, that's from a song that I know. And our buddy in the towel here seemed to weather. I mean, there's like, it didn't rain enough for the rain to even get down and get that wet. So he's fine. Probably a little freaked out, but he's probably a little freaked out by the weather and being in a cage anyway. So hoping to get him out of here soon. My landlady's supposed to come pick him up. If she doesn't, I may have to let him go. And I'll just take him as far away from here as I can to do it. But yeah, I may have to let him go myself around here. And he'll probably come back, but there's nothing I can do. I've got stuff going in the next couple of days that I cannot have a squirrel in a cage sitting around. And I'd have to take care of it too. Like I've been feeding it peanuts. I haven't figured out a way to get it water yet. But I hope it's okay without water. Because, yeah, I've got no way to give it a, like, here's a bottle of water. Like, I can't, like, I can't put a dish inside there. I can't do anything to really give it water. I could try and trickle some water to it, but it gets so upset when you come near the cage that it probably wouldn't drink the water anyways. So, anyways, I think people are maybe chainsawing some trees that came down. Sounds like the chainsaw is over that way. But yeah, that was quite a microburst. It came down. I mean, even the rain wasn't even that heavy. It was the wind. It was just like a hand fucking slammed down on the ground. And see if there's anything in the field. Nope, I don't see anything knocked down anywhere. But yeah, there's a lot of people without power right now. So it definitely hit something big. Oh, Jesus. And we had a guest check in at about 4. It was a woman, and she was accompanied by maybe her son and daughter. I'm not too sure, her son-in-law, daughter-in-law. I don't know, but they checked her in, went in with her luggage and everything. And then about an hour later, I noticed the door open. I just happened to see it on video, and I saw them all come out with all of her luggage, get into their car, and leave. Now, Airbnbs, if you aren't familiar, online, there's lots of pictures of the apartments and what they look like. You get a, you know, not an the best idea of what the square footage is yourself or anything, but, you know, you can take a look at the pictures and decide, like, this place looks like it's up to snuff for me. this place was not up to snuff for her. She didn't like the bathroom. She didn't like that the door to the basement didn't have a lock on it. Like maybe she stayed in some other Airbnbs where there were monsters, live animals that were evil in the basement. I don't know. But yeah, they left. So that's the first time we've ever had a guest show up and leave, like, right after they got here. Like, we've had people leave early, like, check out early, because whatever, you know, their conference or whatever they were at, like, they didn't make it to the finals or whatever, but we've never had somebody come in, look around for an hour, and then just leave. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. But people, you know, if I got a hotel room or an Airbnb that I didn't like, yeah, I would probably leave too, or ask for another room or something. I don't know. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that apartment. Like, even the guy from the U.S. that's staying in one of our apartments, he was here a year ago in the apartment that this lady said that she didn't like. And I actually saw him a little earlier, and this was before they had arrived and left, the other guest. But I had asked him, like, you know, which one do you like better? Because personally, the one that he's staying in now, I kind of like a little bit more aesthetically. Like, there's no difference. The beds are the same. You know, there's not much of a difference between the two apartments. And, yeah, he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and said, he's easy. He doesn't care. It's not a big deal. He likes either one. So, I don't know what her problem was. We didn't have gold-plated faucets. Who knows? But she's gone. And, wow, it is actually cool out. Look. I got goosebumps on my... I have not been outside and been cold in a while. And yeah, this wind that's coming is like I'm about to go put on a hoodie, because even my legs are cold. And it has not been anywhere near any type of even cool in like the last month and a half. Like nothing like this kind of temperature that we're at now. I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways. Lots of stuff happening. Alright, last video for the evening. There was no gardening done today. We had the guy come in and clean our heat pump units, so I was kind of on standby to open and unlock doors and show him where things were this afternoon and this morning. And then the storm hit, and that was around 4:35, I think it was, that we get hit by the microburst. I put out power for a lot of places except for here. Some of my friends out in the sticks, they still have power, so that's good. But there were quite a few people without power. And as for Squirrel Face over here, landlady's picking him up in the morning, and we'll take him out with her out to her area. And I checked on him, and actually when I took off that towel that I have draped over top, he was actually sleeping. He was like dead asleep, and actually didn't wake up until I dropped a peanut in there, and that kind of stirred him from his slumber. But he didn't freak out like he was yesterday. There wasn't any growling like they do or anything like that. He wasn't biting the cage. So I don't know if he's resigned to his fate. Like I said, I think in the earlier video, his buddy was here actually trying to free him, which of course, I mean, it would have been amazing if he had, for both the squirrels and for me, had it managed to get the door open to the trap. But I don't think squirrels have that power within them to do things like that. Obviously, they don't. So yeah, I thought I was going to have to maybe take it into the field here and just release him, but I just wanted to call and make sure. My landlady, yeah, she got super busy in traffic and tied up at the end of the day here, so she just didn't make it over to grab him. But I told her I was going to release him close by, and she was like, "No, do not do that. I will get him in the morning." So she'll be here in the morning to grab him. And yeah, I think that's about it. We got blue skies all around, still a little gusty. And wow, like we lost some good limbs on the black locust there. But again, we didn't lose power. There wasn't any thunder and lightning or nothing like that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it when you watch an entire video. It helps my stats. It helps, you know, raise my videos. You can see as a YouTuber, I guess, a YouTubeologist, I don't know. You can see the stats, and like, you know, a lot of people just generally watch like the first seconds of a video or first minute or two, and then they may fast forward into it more, or else they'll just move on to something else. So if you do watch all of my entire videos, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really does help. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.